What's up, YouTube? Deaddraw here, bringing another video today. We're going to be going over a deck profile, but first, I want to thank you guys so much for 800 subscribers. I think we're around 830, 840 mark. It means a lot to me. We're slowly reaching up to that 1,000 mark that I'm trying to get to. Content, hopefully, is going to get a little bit better for you guys. I'm having a little bit more motivation, feeling a bit better about the channel, so we'll see where this goes. But first off, Downey reached out to me after the last Salamangreat deck profile I uploaded, saying that he actually placed a little bit better, got 5th place. I said, give me the deck profile, man. I'll put it up on my channel. So here we are. Just an FYI for anybody who would like their deck on my channel. If you've topped the regionals or anything like that, feel free to give me an email at deadrawsya@gmail.com, because I'm more than willing to put your deck profiles up. I think it's awesome. I love giving people exposure. It helps me out a lot. So I am more than willing to. Just make sure you send me a little bit of proof with the deck profile, just so I know that I'm not going to be uploading somebody who's just sending me a random deck profile and leading people the wrong way. I do not want to do that to my viewers. Anyway, guys, let's get into this. 3 Ash Blossom. It's very, very good. Obviously, one of the best hand traps in the game, as obviously. Obvious things are obvious. Now, DD Crow, this one's interesting. So the thing about DD Crow is actually it's just pretty good in the meta right now. It is just a one of because it's not good against every single deck, but it is a good against Orcus. There's so much stuff that's going on in Grave. It's a good against Orcus. It's good against the Azathoth decks. It's good against anything that really is trying to use their graveyard to keep extending and moving forward. Not to mention it is very good against Salamangreat themselves, and also Sky Strikers. Obviously, we hit that engage. And it can even be utilized against Thunder Dragons in certain matches, like hitting the Thunder Dragon fusion, so they don't get to search another turn. That's a big one as well. Alright, then 2 Effect Veiler. Just this deck can run so many hand traps due to the fact that it is like all your cards are pretty much 1-card starter combos, and so it's insanely good, just insanely good. But yeah, so we'll just kind of keep moving into it. And then we got Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, two more hand traps. Just being able to hit things. This is actually very good against Guard Dragon right now, which is actually a big threat in the format. I also think it's just really good against a lot of decks. Just stop combos, stop plays. It is a very good card. We're going to see this going into the meta a little bit more often. I think I even saw some Strikers deck maining 3 of them. So I definitely think that Ogre is going to be played a lot more often again. And then we got 3 Lady Debug. The best normal summon in the deck. You search anything you want of Salamangreat monsters. So pretty strong play. And then it allows you to link off into your monsters that you need to. 1 Falco, you're able to special summon it with Mirage Stalio, or send it to the graveyard with Gazelle, or just, there's so many ways to manipulate it. You actually just need one of these. It is a good extender card, a very good, strong card, but you just only need really one. And then 3 Foxy is another very good normal summon in the deck. It allows you to look at the top 3. If there's a Salamangreat card, you can add it to your hand. Pretty good, obviously. And then also has the secondary effect of the graveyard effect, where it can special summon itself to help you do an extension play. So it's an extender and a searcher, but it is a hard once per turn. You can only use one of the effects per turn, so that's one thing to note. Next thing, Gazelle. Gazelle is just obviously the best card in the deck. It is Armageddon Knight on steroids. There's not really much else to say about it. It is insane. I think when Salamangreats get hit, this will probably be the card. Though you don't need that many of them, and you can search it, but this will probably be the one. Now, Salamangreat Jaguar, pretty much the same reasoning behind Falco, why you play this card. And then 3 Spinny is just a huge extension play. You can spin it, you can discard it itself from its hand to get it to the graveyard to where it needs to be to special summon itself, so just extremely good. 3 Called by the Grave. We're playing a combo deck. You need to play 3 of these. Obviously, you just don't want to get hand trapped, especially when decks like this are running, more, 9 hand traps or 8 hand traps. This one's running like 12 hand traps, I think. So then Fusion of Fire, this card's extremely good. It's like a super poly, but your opponent can respond. So it's a very strong card, being able to use monsters from either side of the field. It's just pretty insane. It allows you to push for game. And Violet Chimera, the fusion is actually very strong and has a very strong effect that just wins games a lot of the time. 3 Salamangreat Circle. This one's just self-explanatory. It searches any Salamangreat card. It's a quick play, which makes it absolutely amazing. Plus, it can also act as like a Forbidden Lance, essentially. Pretty good. Or I guess it's more against monster effects, I think it only is. But it's still very, very good. And then 1 Sanctuary. You only need 1 of this. You really don't need more. You're able to search this. Phalanx always will search this, so you do not need to run more. And then 2 Twin Twister. There's a lot of back row going on in the format. We are going to see this a lot more often. I think a lot of decks are going to have to run this. Unfortunate when it's going to come to the Danger matchup, the Danger Thunder Dragon matchup, but it is something you're going to have to play because we have Strikers, Altergeist, and stuff like that. Even though Altergeist isn't doing that good, it's something you just need to be prepared for. And then 3 Impermanence as the last hand traps and normal traps. Obviously this is pretty good. So I think that's in total 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 hand traps in total. 2 Salamangreat Rage. I think, you know, this is just another one. This is a very strong card as well. Being able to essentially destroy 3 things on the field when you have used your Heat Leo 2 link, or even just popping 2 things with Sunlight Wolf is absolutely insane. Alright, and then 2 Salamangreat Roar. This card is absolutely insane, but it is a hard once per turn. You can only use it once per turn, but it is extremely good. It negates pretty much anything, so yeah. And then Solemn Strike. This is just another strong card. You are always wanting to go first in this deck, and your combos are played by like 1 or 2 card combos, so it's just insane. Usually your Lady Debug's the 1 card combo, and then usually if you don't open Debug, then you're gonna have to draw into another card, and it'll be a 2 card combo, but still very small amount of cards that you need to combo out here. So pretty insane. So that's why Solemn Strike's able to be played, and I'm gonna argue that Solemn Strike is a good card to be played in decks that want to go first, and decks that don't really need many cards to be able to make their plays. And the reason we don't see stuff like Thunder Dragons and stuff like that play this as much is because they need almost all the cards in their hand to be able to make the board that is going to be good enough for you to stop your opponent. Whereas this deck, you don't really need to do that. Your combos aren't as big. If you can set a strike and have a roar and just 1 Sunlight Wolf on the field that's been linked out with Sanctuary, then you're solid. You are probably like already gonna win that game because you're just gonna be able to go off next turn and win. So I definitely think we're gonna see a little bit more strike, and it's gonna be played a lot in Salamangreats. Is very good. Let's get into the side deck first. So you play 2 Pankratops. This card is just extremely strong. It's seeing a lot of play in the format right now, and maybe this OTS Super next OTS pack. Now, Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. So if you were playing a week before and going to a regionals, I would say this card is not worth playing. Now I think this card is worth playing going into this week and moving forward with the game. First off, because Salamangreat is a huge link deck. It stops Salamangreat pretty good. It's very strong against them. It doesn't stop them. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to say that. It allows you to gain advantage because the Salamangreats quite often is just very strong. Plus we got like Sky Strikers, we have like Orchists, we have just more and more link decks that are leaving links on multiple link monsters on the field right now. So it is a very strong thing, like Guard Dragons and it's so strong right now. This card's pretty good. I think it's like a $90 card. I think it went up to around there. So yeah. And then 3 Book of Eclipse, just for that Thunder Dragon matchup. You got to be able to set them. Pretty cool. 1 Super Poly. Once again, this card is just another broken card in the deck. So just the way it is, you just can't search it. 3 Evenly Matched. Self-explanatory. This card's busted. You guys have to please be playing around this card in this format. It is very, very strong right now. Play around it just like we used to back in the day when we used to play against, play around Heavy Storm and stuff like that. Play around Evenly Matched, guys. If you're a striker player, do not set everything. Don't do it. Don't do it. Save like a Widow Anchor in hand. Don't just set everything and then you just lose. Save something in hand, guys. Just remember that. And then 3 goes in match because, like, why not? You're gonna just be making fire monsters, so, like, cool. Very, very strong. And then 3 of the Link 1 Balinks. Yeah, Balinks is it? And it is very good. You just use this as so many things. You can trigger Gazelle, you can add your Sanctuary. It's just very good. And then its protection effect is absolutely amazing. This is like probably one of the best Link 1s in the game right now. I think it might be the best Link 1 in the game, in my opinion. Kagari's pretty good though, so we'll see. But you know, this just does so much. Just does a little bit more. You know, it just does a little bit more, in my opinion, because the protection effect in the graveyard, I think, is what makes this card actually insane. Adding Sanctuary is alright, obviously, but I think that's it's really good. 3 Sunlight Wolf. Once again, this card is really good as well. And you just go through them so much. You need to play 3. If you're not playing 3 of this, you're gonna run out. Just self-explanatory there. 2 Heat Leo. Once again, this card's actually amazing too, being the fact that it gets rid of back row itself, but getting rid of 2 back rows just by linking it out with Sanctuary is insane as well. And then 1 Violet Chimera. So let's just like go over this card real quick, guys. So you can make this card gain attack equal to half the combined original attack of the materials used to summon it until the end of the turn. Once per battle during damage calculation, if this monster battles at a monster whose current attack is different than its original attack, you can double this card's attack during damage calculation. If this card was fusion summoned using silent, okay, well, that doesn't really matter, we only play 1. But that is insane. You can just boost this up so high, it's absolutely insane. Being able to change attack of monsters, I'm not really sure if there's a way to do it with your stuff besides like in a mirror match. Target 1 face-up monster on the field. No, sorry, Spinny does any monster. I thought it was only 1 Salamangreat monster. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. You can discard this card. Then target 1 face-up monster field against 500 attack until the end of this turn if you control Salamangreat monster other than Spinny. Okay, so pretty much that's actually insane. So you're able to boost the monster you're about to attack by 500, and then this is going to double any damage. Is going to be insane. It's just this card doubles attack during the damage calculation. So you're just getting able to extend and push for game. Sorry for not being able to spit that out as clean as I wanted to. But yeah. And then so he played 2 Mirage Stalio. This is another thing. You do need to play 2 of these. This is an insane extender. You will make more than 1 of these in a game. It is an insane XYZ. Being able to bounce a monster too on the field is just okay. 1 Baguska. I don't think they really make this too much, but is a pretty solid card. I do like it quite a bit. It stuns some decks pretty good. Then 1 Borlo Dragon, 1 Borrelsword Dragon, and 1 Nightmare Phoenix. And that is the end of the deck profile. That's all I really have to say. I did go a little bit more in depth than usual. I want to talk about stuff a little bit more and my thoughts on the deck and the format, just for you guys to get a little bit of an understanding. He did send me, I'm going to actually talk about what his matchups were. So he did play 1 Salamangreat. He played 1 Danger Salamangreat, 1 Sky Striker, 1 Cyber Dragon, 1 Guru Control, 1 Sky Striker Evil Swarm, which is interesting, 1 Danger Orcus, and 1 Gem Knight FTK. Ironically enough, the Gem Knight FTK, after Brilliant Fusion going to 1, won this event. I don't really understand how. I have yet to see that deck profile. I think Farfa posted it today, so I'm probably going to check that out. I did ask the guy who won it for it, but yeah, and then he said he lost to the Gem Knight FTK in the last round at table 1, so that's just how it goes. And then so he didn't top 4 just because his tiebreakers, I would assume. And then his that's his only loss of the day, and then he had a draw with the mirror match, a game loss. a game lost to the Dangered Salamangreat, and I 2-0'd everything else. All right, so that's what that is. Please comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and we will talk to you guys later. See ya.